Hello, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is the most wonderful human being. We're gonna introduce Brooklyn in now, right now, because she's just too famous. Brooklyn, you know you're quite famous in the borough of Enfield.
And you're on mute, Brooklyn.
Oh, you're on mute too.
Oh, sorry. I said, am I?
Yeah.
You are. People talk about you, and you're like,
and only good things.
Wonderful human being. Yeah, only good things, and people talk about you like as the catalyst to what started things off. So we got a lot of interest in this morning's show. A lot of interest.
Yes.
And it's because of you. Do you want to tell us where you're from? What made you decide to come to Loving Social Media? Yeah, just tell us the story, because it's a lovely story.
So I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I came to Loving Social Media as an intern. The university set me up with Gary, and they came up with a plan to create the Enfield Business Awards. And I think when me and Gary had our very first conversation about it, we both said we thought it'd be maybe 50 people max.
Easy.
Yeah, and we always talk about it, but it really grew to be so much bigger than either of us, I think, anticipated. But I mean, it's been so fun getting to put everything together. So I've had a really good experience so far.
And I hope the end result is that businesses will become more visible. If you didn't know the top 8 pubs in Enfield, now you do.
Yeah.
And I want to make it really clear. The finalists are still the finalists. If you are in the top 8, then that's fine. What we had to do is narrow down that 8 to 3. So that's what we've done. We reduced it down. Voting has not stopped. Voting stops a few days before the 14th. We haven't quite decided yet. Maybe 10, 11.
I think it's on the 12th. Is what?
12th. There you go.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do a drum roll? How are we gonna do it? Would you mind sharing your screen, or shall I share my screen and we just go one by one and we drum roll it?
Yeah, do you want to share yours? I don't think I have mine.
It might take me a few moments. We usually do local news, and okay. I've got a bit of local news.
Gone.
Yesterday was Enfield
dancing,
yeah. And I'm going to announce some of the winners. I wasn't a winner, but that's still fine. I still feel like a winner. So any other local news?
Yeah, Enfield Council's come up with its policy now for emissions, and they're trying to get in line with what ULEZ wanted. One of the key things I say is to increase the number of car charging points.
It's coming to Texas. So basically, in London, if you've got a car that's old, you can't go within a certain radius of London.
Mm-hmm.
We have to pay £12.50 to move our car.
Yeah,
crazy. Look, I know that there's some finalists on. Would you mind? Look, come on camera. We want to hear from you. How do you feel? Were you excited? Maria.
Hi.
Add a face, a name to the face. This is Maria.
I was on the other link, so maybe everybody else is on the other link.
Yeah, we're just switching everyone over.
If you look in the chat, we were on the other link.
Is there another link? I don't.
Yeah, the one that on our chat, someone said here is the link.
Aha! This is the official link. Maybe while I'm getting up the finalists. How do you feel?
I feel excited, nervous, but very, very excited. So
made it into the top 3.
Oh my God, am I going to be in the top 3? I don't know. Well, good luck to everybody.
We don't know. Brooklyn knows.
I do know.
I'm just getting it up now. Please excuse me. Maria, do you want to tell the world what you do while I get this up?
What do I do? Well, I do a lot of things, to be honest. First of all, the main job I've done for 27 years is I sell candles. I fragrance people's homes. I make their lives better with points of light, relaxation, distressing, and that's what our candles do. So it's exciting. I've been in the business a very, very long time. And the other thing I love to do, my passion, is helping charities. I do an awful lot of fundraising. I've done it from such a young age, and it is just so excited to help and support people, and I love that. I absolutely love that. So
you're good at it, and you're good at it. Last time,
oh, thank you.
Raise? Maria, how much did you raise on your last occasion?
The last one was the Leukemia Society on the 4th of March, and we raised 25,000. We're still waiting on it going up a bit more, but it wasn't just one night. Obviously, we did a dinner and dance at the Pembridge Suite. We had actually organised it a couple of years ago, but with COVID, we had to put it on hold. But we did little events in between, leading to the big event finale. So yeah, 25,000. We're really chuffed to bits with that, and really the community. I just want to say thank you to the community for donating. It's not just a one-man band. There's a team of people, that organised it, but also the community for helping and supporting. And I'm going to the homeless gala dinner in Dartmoor Park on Thursday, and that's for the homeless. So I'm helping them as well.
Your work ethic, Maria, I've worked with you. Your work ethic's amazing. We've got a couple of other finalists on. Danny,
hello.
Yes. I love you. All right, Danny, tell us, what is it you do in case people don't know who you are?
Hi guys, I'm Danny Bardwa. I'm an estate agent. I sell property and rent property in the North London area. Currently selling a few things in Enfield and Edmonton, but providing a bespoke personal service. So you deal with me throughout the whole process. So I'm guiding and advising and giving you fiduciary advice. So anyone needing any help with property, I'm here to help.
Are you nervous, Danny? Do you think you got in the top 3? You must be half confident to be here.
I hope so. It would be good to be recognised being part of this. So yeah, that would be really good.
Well, do you know what FBS do? They are one of the most worthwhile, purposeful charities in the universe.
Not just the world, the whole universe.
The whole universe, even on Mars. They said, tell us, what is it you do?
I'm actually on here, not for the awards, but to say well done to you, Gary. I had tears in my eyes, and not because it was terrible, because I was so proud of effort, the smile. It was like watching my big brother on stage, just giving it his all, and that's why I decided to join this morning. Otherwise, I've got no makeup on and I'm in my PJs.
You look great. You look great. You were so supportive of me, and I really appreciate that. There were times, there's times you just feel like throwing in the towel, and you were so there for me. So I appreciate those little text messages. Really mean a lot. We've got Paul that arranges one of the best. I can't say it's the best, but live music, so important. Paul, tell us, what is it you do?
Well, obviously livestock. I mean, you can't see it. There it is, always on message. I kind of was given this baby to hold, and I look after the Livestock Music Festival, Music from the Back Barn, Park Live, which was actually a necessity that came out of trying to find something for people to do under the various lockdown rules. It was a way to get around the rule of 6 and get people out enjoying live music, which was great. And yeah, so that's what we do. We kind of organize parties for people, basically. I can't think of any other way to put it.
Well, you were my first festival. I've never been to a festival. I thought it was for hippies and just flower power people. I didn't realize it was.
And we get some of those
people like me.
We like to be inclusive. We like to be inclusive, so it's open to as wide a range as possible. It's why with our ticket prices, a child is a child, so it's anyone up to the age of 13, and it's still a reduced price for a teenager. Anyone who's under 18, you don't pay an adult price until you're actually an adult. And I think that's really important in terms of accessibility and getting, because live music is dying out a lot because of gentrification. People move in next to a music venue, then complain it's noisy. I mean, do your research before you buy a flat, is what I say.
I think it's important as well, is especially at the moment, with what's going on where the Cure are doing an American.
Oh.
Have you read about this? What they?
Ticketmaster are
It's ridiculous.
Ticketmaster are well known. Quite often, the fees they add onto the ticket double the price of the tickets.
So for people who don't know, out there, the Cure is doing a US tour, and they wanted to make the tickets affordable. So I think the lowest price ticket was something like £20 or $20. But people who were buying it through Ticketmaster, by the time they added on an agent fee and a venue fee and a booking fee, where the fees were actually more expensive than the actual ticket.
What makes it even worse is Ticketmaster have a virtual majority on venues and agencies in the US.
Yes.
They own most of the venues. They're taking a slice at every level.
Yeah.
It's a problem we have. I mean, we use online ticket agent. It's a necessity these days.
Yeah.
We need to be able to sell tickets in advance so we know what we can afford to spend. And we set the fees at the absolute minimum, which covers the credit card charges and whatever. And I think it's £1.50 a ticket.
Yeah.
I've got a smile from ear to ear. Don't disappear, because we're gonna count down the results now. And this is.
I might go make a cup of tea.
Well, look, we'll run through it. I'll leave your what. They're just coming in order. What you saw my eyes doing was moving it to one screen. So Brooklyn, this is your baby, okay? You're gonna affect people's lives today, and I'm gonna share my screen, and you tell me if you can see best live music venue.
Let's make it clear from the start. The names you're coming up are not in any particular order. So they're just randomly placed on there. So don't take any influence into what order they're in.
They were this morning. They were in order of votes. Is this one close, Brooklyn?
The voting for this one, I believe, was very close on this. So
we've got Enfield Pride, the Hot Polls, and Livestock Event for best live music.
Okay, drum roll, please. Community Business of the Year. I know a lot of people want to win this.
Yeah, Community Business of the Year.
Go for it, Brooklyn.
Go on.
Okay, so the Community Business of the Year, we have Austin Davis and Son, Boho Flow, and Platinum Academy of Performing Arts.
Such deserved finalists. So all the finalists, you guys, you're still winning.
Yeah.
You're still winning. I know we're not going to decide till the 14th.
Yeah.
The best finance, legal, and business services.
EA Chartered Accountants, Metro Bank, and Southgate Solicitors.
Remember, these were voted by people from Enfield. These are not us. This is not the judges. This is just voting.
No, you might have people voting all over the world, but for their favorites. And we've looked at this really. There's been close scrutiny of the votes this morning. I was asked for a recount. Brooklyn, is there any way that this is incorrect?
No, I pulled all the data last night at midnight and had it ran on the Excel sheet. So all of the math is done through the computer.
Okay, we might get asked for a few more recounts. Now this
one's
interesting.
If they want it, I can do it. But
now this one, for the sake of the integrity of the awards, I'm going to pull out. My business is Loving Social Media. I was voted in. I don't want anything. I don't want to be in there for the sake of the integrity. So this category goes down to 2.
Why?
Yeah, that's the way it goes. No, that's the way it goes. I didn't even know my name was on there till this morning.
Yeah, Gary, it's not about what you want, it's about what the public wants.
Here we go. The Foldy Mats is the cutest business. 2 ladies from Enfield. They were very frustrated with the mats that babies lie on, that there wasn't a foldable one. So that we should be really proud of them too. Well done. Oh, here we go. Daddy, do you want to read your competition, sir? Best property company.
Go on, mate. I haven't got my glasses on. Sorry, I can't read them, man.
Do you want to say it?
Go on.
Filey, is that Filey or Filey?
Yeah, those guys are on Lancaster
Filey
Road.
Properties. Danny, you're there. And Relocation Homes.
Well done, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you.
Best trades.
Oh, you can't get a plumber for love nor money, but you can get an air conditioning company, no problem. Air conditioning, ABC Air Conditioning in Winchmore Hill. The Right Cleaner in Edmonton, and Tully's. Tully's are amazing. Have you guys heard of Tully's in Bushel Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're brilliant. They'll get you out of trouble. They fix your white goods for you. Best childcare providers. Do you want to say it? Brooklyn?
I can say it. The best childcare providers, the top 3 are the Arts Kids, DD Dance, Enfield and Potter's Bar, and Time for Change.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Go for it, Brooklyn. I don't do them all. Go.
Okay, top 3 for most effective social media and marketing are going to be JJL Trees, Me and Witchmore Hill, and The Trust Enfield.
Okay. Here we go in no apparent order.
All right, top 3 for the best charity is Cooking Champions, Family Based Solutions, and Chicken Shed.
Well done,
I think we
Aisha.
should pause there, just for a bit of entertainment. FBS won some money last night. I don't know if you want to speak about how that went, because I'd love to play the video of the winning dance yesterday, if that's possible. Do you think that's a good idea? A bit of interlude?
I think that's a brilliant idea. Nita represented us last night at Strictly Come Millfield for Family Based Solutions, and she absolutely smashed it. All the contestants were absolutely brilliant, but she smashed it for FBS at a time where we really, really, really need the cash. So yeah, thank you, Nita. Thank you, Nita, for putting yourself forward and doing this for our community.
You your rent went up, right?
Yeah, 30%. It went up 30%, and obviously we do budget for rent increase.
Yeah,
but
but not that amount.
Not that amount. So it's a bit like, do we take it from the family services to pay for the rent, or do we try and fundraise? Because obviously we don't want to take it from community members.
Fundraise, Aisha. We fundraise.
You do
Well,
so-
Maria and Panny and people are getting together to help us fundraise. And yeah, they're amazing. We as a charity, we are so lucky to have people in our lives like Maria, and other charities, like ECYPS. There's so many charities out there that are absolutely amazing. But Maria's always held our hand from day dot, and we really appreciate that.
Here we go. We're gonna, if everyone can, this was you sent me this morning. Thank you very much. These are our winners. Let's see if we've got a video here. Oh, wrong way round.
Wrong way round.
Right, let's see if we've got another one. Hold on. Have we got another one?
There we go.
This is so good.
We can't hear it, Gary.
All right, hold on. I'll make sure we can all hear it. Technical pitches. All right, here we go. Computer audio. Andrew. All right.
It's gone quiet.
Okay. All right. Can everybody see this?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, God. All right, look.
29 seconds. That's...
All right, we just keep going until we find one that's good.
How was it?
Is that the 9-second one?
Yeah.
I think this is them at the end. Have you got a video of the one?
Yeah, it's on. Oh, hold on.
Send me the one.
I've
Not that one.
223,
Hold on.
but that's on its side. Oh, I love the charity.
I'm sure I sent you all of them.
Send me it again. We'll just do a few awards as we're waiting. All right, here we go. Okay, so next one is best charity. We've done that one. Best healthcare provider. We've got so many great healthcare providers in Enfield. Gold Medical Center. These guys are in Enfield town. If you're frustrated with waiting for the NHS, they will help you with blood tests. Tessa Stevens, one of my favorite female entrepreneurs. She is there, and Unite Fitness.
Good.
Wow, keep going.
I wanted to say this one was extremely, extremely close. When I was running the numbers, it was like 1 or 2 off each one. So it was a really close top 3.
I'm so tempted. Brooklyn, I'm so tempted to let people get in there as a 4th and a 5th.
I know it's hard.
Best work experience, close to my heart, this one. Kickstarter Home, CIC, McDonald's and BMW. Thank you for giving young people an opportunity. There's some big names there.
Yeah, I mean,
really appreciate that.
McDonald's, yeah, I was quite surprised with BMW. I didn't know they did that sort of work experience.
Good for them.
But that's good for them. Yes, absolutely. Always worth getting a trade.
Okay, should we carry on? I don't know if a new video is coming along.
Yep, on its way.
Super excited about that. Woo, Maria! Brooklyn, you say it.
God.
Okay.
Whoa.
Outstanding customer service. So first up, we do have Maria. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well
Next
done, Maria.
Next is Speedy Fit Tires and Exhaust, and then Tessa Stevens Health and Beauty Clinic.
Okay,
I
is everyone
gotta-
ready?
I've got to say, the Speedy Fit tires and exhaust, I've used them every single time for my car there, and they do everything. And you know what? You can even just go in and have your tires checked, and they'll do it.
They're such lovely people, and they're picking up so many votes. What I love is some of you didn't even try that hard, and you're still in the final. That's amazing. Andrew, do you want to introduce yourself before we play the winner of last night's Strictly Come Enfield?
Oh, not really. Most people know me. I'm Andrew. I think Paul, it's a shoe-in, isn't it? We're not allowed to say who's won, and we shouldn't. But Paul, if you don't win, it's a scandal.
It wouldn't be just me though. It is a collective effort over many years. It's 12
Very
years
true.
this year. It's 12 years this year.
That's correct. Yeah.
If
But,
I don't mention Vicky, who I know is watching, I will get
Yeah.
executed.
No, we must mention Vicky. Yeah.
So I did. There you go.
But Gary, you haven't said anything about last night? Did you win?
Sorry?
Did you win? You haven't said anything. But did you win?
I won in my
hearts.
I won in my heart.
Can we see? Have you got a video of you dancing?
I've got one of me, but let's put the winner on first. I think that's only right.
That big.
Put the-
Can't hear it, Gar.
How many teams were there?
How many groups?
How many groups? I think, so we've got Sissy Lee. We had that belly dancer. How many did we have? Six. I think we had 6.
Wow, brilliant.
I'm
Well
try-
done, everybody in this Zoom for getting in the top 3.
Yeah.
Is it right? Everyone will find out on the 14th if they've won or not, Gary. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to explain it while we line this up?
Hear that now?
No sound for the music.
Yeah. Shall I? Where's your go to advanced?
Yeah, but it says it there.
No, but what you're doing, but you're doing, but yeah, stay
You
back.
need Mr. Dengle in the studio.
Select the portion, what you want it to view. That all right?
Gary, I'll put the videos up on the chat.
Oh wow!
Can't see anything.
Just say I can't see anything.
All we can see is a screen with gold and black on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see.
you're on the wrong screen.
Rewind.
Now just move that across. Just move that across.
Oh, that's better.
All right, here we go. Rewind.
Make it a bit bigger because no, you got to put it over that. put that over that. That's what they're seeing. So drag that down there.
We have a few technical issues, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us.
On.
I've got a video of Gary dancing on my screen
I haven't.
from sources.
Oh,
I wasn't even there.
I have loads I could share.
Only one person's allowed screen share at a time.
Shame there's no music to go with that.
Still no music.
Still no music.
No, to go with the dancing. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no music on the night. It was a silent.
Oh, sorry.
No. No, there was.
Andrew, come on.
I'm getting old, Paul. Shame we can't hear the music. Never mind. Looks great.
Can you not hear the music?
There you go, there's the music.
That's better.
Oh.
It's gone again.
Sorry, that's just me mucking about.
Well, there's no music.
Well, I can see from the Gary's camera that he's enjoying some music because he's not.
Yeah, Gary, we can't.
Nice for you.
Malcolm, there's no music.
There's no audio coming out on the feed.
No audio.
That didn't work.
We'll stick it on the post.
That's better, yeah. Gary, will you please put one of you on Facebook after this?
Right, so look, what you've all come here to see is to find out about the awards, and I appreciate that. Oh, we're halfway through. Are we more than halfway through? Brooklyn?
Yeah.
All right, that didn't go so well. We should have pre-practiced. All right, so this time it should all work. Here we go. All right, you should be seeing screen 2, and it says outstanding customer service. Next one is going to be Brooklyn.
Happiest place to work. So the top 3 for happiest place to work was A&A Nursing, Circle UK Group, and Southgate Solicitor.
And I do want to say, FBS, you were in this, and we just added all your votes together. So yeah, you were one of the happiest places to work. So well done for that. Oh, Andrew, how about you read this one because you were the judge?
Well, I only counted the votes. So the 3, not in any particular order, I have to stress. Little Green Dragon, which has won so many awards deservedly already. Rose and Crown, which has been transformed overnight by the current.
Very nice evening in there yesterday.
Sorry?
Very nice time in there yesterday.
Yeah, it's great. And the Winchmore, which has gone from strength to strength over the past few months. So those are the 3 finalists for Best Pub. I think I've tried to contact the Stephanie today from the Rose and Crown to come on today, but you asked just a little bit too late, Gary. So hopefully she'll come on next week or the week after, but certainly before the 14th.
Hey, best coffee shop. This was tough. This was
Oh,
so many.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good coffee cafes.
From
A
Edmonton.
lot. There's a new one in Lancaster Road just opened.
You can never get in there, it's too small.
Well, that's a good sign.
It's always so busy.
Eco Bravo.
Yes, that's it.
That's the one.
That's the one.
There's one opposite it too that's just opening. Right, so male entrepreneur. They've got 2 best friends here, which is hilarious. That they're being very alpha male, and they say, I'm gonna win. So it's in no apparent order. Is that right?
Yeah.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, no apparent order.
Oh. Female entrepreneur of the year.
Wow.
Whoopee.
Is
Well
Maria
done,
still-
Nina.
Oh, Maria's in this, yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Well done to Nina. I'm really proud.
3 amazing women there.
Oh, for sure. Look, do you want to give them a
Green
little bit of-
Award, Eco Bravo, that's the new one I just mentioned.
What, do you want to just run people down in case they don't know who the female entrepreneurs are? There we go.
Nope.
Best pub, Oh my God, this is a row of different things. Will you do this for me? Will you give us a rundown of those 3 amazing females? Aisha.
Well, I know that Nina Lewis is one of the most inspirational women I know who've done a lot for this community by opening up a brilliant performing arts college and supports the members of the community to build relationships and to work together for difference. The college is doing absolutely amazing, and I know that all the students there are absolutely thriving. Maria, what can I say about Maria? She's Maria. Maria is just, if you need something, you go to Maria. If you want a mummy, you go to Maria. If you need an auntie, you go to Maria. If you want a sister, you go to Maria. You just go to Maria. She's your constant. You may not speak to her every day, but you know that she's there. And Shamari, one of the most hardworking people I also know.
Can you tell us the actual businesses that these 3 wonderful ladies have?
Okay, so Nina's performing arts. Maria is oh God, what's the candle called? Party light. But Maria has put a lot of people into business and into work, especially single parents who are struggling. And she's been a massive mentor to a lot of people. Shamari, I'm not too sure. I do know Shamari, but I'm not too sure. So if anyone knows, jump in.
Okay, top 3 Green Awards. We're very proud that No CO2 is based in Enfield, and they plant trees in Madagascar for like 50p.
Wow,
they're amazing. So I can't tell you about the other 2, but wow, best fruit and this is something. So we've got 1 from Edmonton and 2 from Enfield town, and I'm really proud of these guys. Wow, that's gonna be hard. Have you eaten here? I have eaten in all 3, and I tell you, all 3 are amazing, from Spanish to Italian to just general grill. Like these 3 restaurants, please support them. Their bills have gone up. If we spend locally in Independence,
that paella gets a definite vote from me.
Where is it, Paul?
Southgate Circus.
Oh no, it's always been there. That's been the
roundabout.
That's the tapas, the former tapas place.
It still is a tapas place.
It's still a tapas place.
It's a very good tapas place.
Yeah.
Very, very good. People travel from miles around just to go.
Excellent.
Now, this is one lots of people want to win because it's the best local service provider. And Emma by Tugsa, I'm wearing her merchandise right now.
Ooh, I think I am too.
Enfield Dispatch, I'm so proud of you.
You are very
amazing. Good. Enfield. We've got journalists. Andrew, tell us how that feels as representing them.
So, yeah, I mean, I've known James since he actually started the paper, because we have an agreement. I've done lots of articles for him, some on Enfield Town, some on livestock for Paul and Black Barn and other stuff. What James has done is he's a very campaigning editor. He's not scared. He doesn't hide behind. He doesn't have favorites. He tells it like it is. The great thing about the Enfield Dispatch, it's very wide ranging. It's not just political. It's not just environmental. It kind of encapsulates everything that the borough stands for and doesn't stand for. So hats off to James for making the final 3. It's time. It was high time we had a proper campaigning, comprehensive local paper. It's just such a shame that it's monthly, but James does cram as much as he can into it.
Fine. Hot White's Bakery, I don't know if anyone knows this, they won the Independent, so the national newspaper's best bakery in the UK. Wow. You haven't had the croissant.
It's fantastic. There are 2 now. There's one in Palmer's Green. As well.
And they only use French butter because it's the best, and it's like he's really passionate about it.
Someone tell us about Tog by Emma.
They just make they make merchandise.
Gary, can you tell us about Tog by Emma?
Yes, of course. So we should be very proud of them. American football in the UK, they do all the kits, they do all the football teams. They're amazing. So wow. I know Emma's already contacted me. In the spirit of usually finishing on time, we'll do the sport, and then anybody that's left, we'll ask what you're doing at the weekend. Brooklyn, go for it.
We have one more category that
Which
best new business. I think the graphic I sent you didn't send, but I can read it out and then send it over to you. But let me find it. So our best new business, our top 3 is Clean My Place, Indulgence by Josephine, and Poppy's Artesian Bakery. So let me get that sent over to you, and then I'll also send all of these to everybody in the group chat. So everybody
I don't want anybody to be disappointed that you didn't reach the top 3. This was really tough, and it's the first time it's been done in a long time. You're still winners. You can still leverage the fact that you were in the top 6. So that's a really important thing to say. I'm really proud of everyone. And there's a few surprises. I've got Young Entrepreneur of the Year that I've decided on. And there's a business that's been in Enfield 120 years this year.
Special award.
They're going to get special recognition. So there'll be some surprises. So how about we do the sport and then we'll wrap it up with what we're doing at the weekend.
Look, I'm going to make it really. I'm going to make the sport really quick today. It's not very often that on the weekend that one rugby match dominates the sporting agenda. But if Ireland beat England today, which I'm sure they will do, they've won the Grand Slam. Apparently, Dublin is going absolutely bonkers already. Several hours before kickoff. The Guinnesses are flowing, and I'm not sure what the weather's like in Dublin, but that's later this afternoon, so that's not to be missed if you're around the TV screen. And Enfield Town can't have a local show without mentioning the local football team. Not in great form at the moment, need to win badly, and playing away at Corinthian Casuals today, Malcolm.
Yeah, I looked at the table before I came on. Yeah, it's getting
still clinging on to the playoff place in 5th. But
there's a lot of people 1-2 points behind us.
And 2 big games against teams near the bottom today against Corinthian Casuals, and next Saturday away again at Herne Bay. 5 successive away league games for Enfield Town. This is the 4th today. Need to pick up some points. I'm confident we will today. There's lots of other sport going on, but in the interest of the show and what the show's about today, I'll leave it there.
Wonderful.
Okay, Brooklyn and Paul and Maria, it's your first time on the show. We traditionally finish with what we're doing at the weekend, and it's to inspire others. Just to think, oh, I might do that as well. Many a time a guest has said, I'm going to do this, and then lots of people go. So, Brooklyn, what does a girl from Texas do in London when she's hanging out? What are you doing this weekend?
I think this weekend I really want to go to a market. So I think I'm going to find one that I want to go to. And then I think I'll probably end up going somewhere with my roommate. I don't know where yet, though. So I'll let you know if I come up with it.
Typical London, typical England, all the trains are on strike. So
and it's raining.
Yeah.
It's raining.
And it's raining.
Yeah,
that's true. That is
You've
true.
got a perfect
very good bus network.
Yeah. Half the population is on strike and the rest is and it's raining.
Again, I acknowledge you, Brooklyn. If it wasn't for you, I don't think this would have got off the ground. So I'm really, on behalf of everyone that's
so hang on, Brooklyn is the person who you've been posting the fact that somebody came over and decided, why don't you do this? That is Brooklyn, is it?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, so it's not just, you haven't just been selected to count votes. It was your idea in the first place.
Well, I think it was me and Gary's idea, I think, but I think he's let me do a lot for it.
So I got a question for you. What inspired you to come up with this idea, Brooklyn?
Well, I think what first happened was Gary was telling me about Enfield, and then he said that there was awards and that he really wanted to do it after COVID. So together we kind of came up with this idea, and then he's let me really decide a lot of things about it. He's let me come up with like designing the room and like what we want and how we want to set everything up. So he's been very helpful and very supportive with everything, but he also has definitely let me take charge of a lot of it. So
okay, and so my second question, last question, is obviously we can't reveal anything because voting's still happening, but are the winners based on the final voting numbers? Is that how the winners will be decided?
So winners are going to be decided. It's going to be all of the votes calculated together. So it's going to be everybody. So
it's not someone like you or Gary going into a restaurant thing, you're better than somebody else.
Oh no.
And
Oh.
I need to check that nobody has used the same email address.
Yes, you do.
And I think probably I'll go and test the
Otherwise, Dengle will cheat. Otherwise, too.
Absolutely not.
I'm winding you up.
He's already on the
Very
phone with those Russian bots.
Yes. Okay, so it's done on the numbers. And when does voting end?
So voting's going to end April 12th, and then we'll make the final announcements at the awards on April 14th.
And the top 3 in every category will be invited to the award ceremony. Is that how it works?
So we have the link out for top 2, and then it opens up to general public, and in that
Top 2, not top 3.
Yeah, so then top 3 will be able to buy their ticket during the general sale.
Very good.
And for fairness, I think that I should take you all for a beer or a Guinness, so we can sample our best pubs. I think that would be a fun thing to do. We might get really good customer service when we go in there. We have to go in disguise.
Yeah.
Andrew, have you got a disguise?
Have I got a disc?
We have to get a pipe.
You can go as Boris.
Well, yeah, really. No. That's absolutely the very last thing I would do. It goes Boris, because Boris, as you know, Boris is now persona non grata, not just here but globally, and quite rightly so. I shall be going to rugby matches and going back to see my chums in the old Etonians Society. But apart from that, no, I'd rather
Boris,
not.
are you worried? Rishi has given a free vote to whether or not that you should be chucked out of the Conservative Party. That's in the news today. So let's
Only I'm only prepared to be chucked out if my father gets a knighthood. That's the only way I'm prepared to be chucked out. There we are.
Unbelievable. Paul, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, it's kind of a nice weekend this weekend, so I've got no gigs. So I'm a sound engineer, so usually if I'm going to gigs, it's because I'm working. So I'm not sure.
Why don't you tell everybody
when?
Why don't you tell everybody when you're going to start announcing livestock acts, Paul?
I can tell you some stuff now if you want.
Well, can you, Gary?
It's sat in front of my computer. Well, I just need to open the appropriate spreadsheet. We've got some very interesting dates coming up. 15th of April, we had to move the Black Barn on the 8th of April because when it was booked as the second Saturday of the week, half the band understood that the second Saturday was the 8th, the other half thought it was the 15th. So we had, because of that, we had.
And this will be right up your street, Malcolm. I know what he's going to say. This one.
It's Dark Side at 50, huge light show, Floyd doing what I imagine you would guess that someone called Floyd would do. But we got some interesting things. Obviously, Park Live is back as ever, which I kind of alluded to earlier. It was born out of lockdown because I was really bored and I was talking to production people I know and bands and desperately trying to find something to do. And when we got to the rule of 6 thing, we had this idea of using the bowling greens on Enfield Park as an arena, so people could come and sit with a picnic in a little group of 6 and happen to have a stage there with the band playing on it. I'm not sure the rule of 6 was strictly adhered to at all times, but I'm getting shouted at from the other room. But that was not that wasn't the intention. But so we've got that coming up. We've got Reggae Band on the 3rd of June. Interestingly, on the 4th of June, expect to see a lot of livestock stuff in Enfield Town.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Because I've been approached to, there's an event going on. I can't remember exactly what it is. And we've been approached to put on some bands on the bandstand during that event. And I know, because one of them has definitely confirmed, that the aim is to have bands on the bandstand on that day playing for free in Enfield Town, who will also be appearing at Livestock 6 weeks later. So this is kind of, it's going to be like a bit of a mini preview. We'll also have, we're hoping to have a market stall. So if you want to buy a Livestock t-shirt or tickets to the festival, whatever, you'll be able to do that as well. So I'm just
Do you still need
basically
volunteers this year? Do you need volunteers?
we
for
always
livestock?
need volunteers. We don't survive without volunteers. Because
Are you going to mention anything? Not obviously not today, but you're going to say when you might be announcing the main acts for livestock.
there will be a light and a. I'm trying to get the right Excel file open. Hang on, I've got so many screens on. I'm just there it is. That's the one I want. The bands. Here we go.
While you're doing that, should we ask Maria what she's doing for the weekend?
He's
What am I
done it.
doing? I'm going to go and help a friend in a little while in a shop, and then I'm taking my grandson out because he got into secondary school.
Maria, help her even more by saying what shop it is.
It's Wilton's in Southgate. I'll pop along and just help a helping hand. And then my grandson has got into the secondary school he wants to, so promised I'd take him out to potty pancakes, and that's where he chose to go. So really excited about that. And then coming home and doing a little bit of babysitting this evening. And then tomorrow I've got 3 grown-up girls, so spending the day with them and my 5 grandkids. So really exciting because obviously it is Mother's Day. For me, every weekend is Mother's Day because I just enjoy spending time with my family. They're the ones that drive me to do what I do.
Don't forget, Mother's Day Sunday. All you kids out there, don't forget. My 2 boys, don't you dare forget your mum's on Mother's Day.
I should read out that Robert is on his way to Southend to watch Enfield. There's tons of comments.
That's the other Enfield.
Really read any. We haven't read very many today. What are you up to?
I've actually got some work to do, unfortunately. Later this weekend, we've got a bit of a rush on at the moment, and I've got to test some new software, and I've got to do it because we need it in a certain time. So I should be.
Do you want some little snippets? I can do that.
Yes, please.
I have found there's a couple of things. I'm going to just mention a couple of acts. The headline act in the Black Barn for livestock this year is a guy called Laurie Wright.
Mind blowing. He's mind blowing.
I mean,
when Paul sent me the video of this guy, I thought, "Are you kidding me?"
To give it a bit of perspective, I was kind of handed the contact by someone I know who promotes gigs at another venue not too far away. They just couldn't afford him, and a lot of phone calls and a lot of back and forth, and we've got him on. He's absolutely incredible. He's got a gig booked headlining the Underworld in Camden in October this year, which is a 500 to 550 capacity venue, and it's already sold out. This is how good this guy is. So look him up, Laurie Wright. And this one, Andrew's gonna explode when I say this. I get asked about this band a lot. They played at the Black Barn, they played at Livestock, but they went into retirement a couple of years ago. And dealing with stuff as I do, I was chatting to the leader of the band the other day, and we've decided to kind of dust off the mothballs and bring him out of retirement for Livestock this year. Jerry Brennan and his Springsteen tribute act will be playing on the main stage at Livestock this year.
What?
I told you.
He's not doing it anymore.
Apparently he is, because we talked about it and they're going to be there.
Wow.
So two interesting kind of things about Livestock this year.
That's changed now.
So July 22nd, make sure you've either got your volunteer t-shirt or your tickets. They're nice and cheap, as I mentioned earlier. And otherwise, see you on the 15th for Dark Side at 50.
Was that the surprise? Was that the surprise you wouldn't tell me about yesterday, Jerry, or is it something else? Okay.
I didn't want to tell you because I wanted to tell people myself.
Yeah, brilliant.
That
must be the first. He's got to be. That's got to be the first time he's reformed the Springsteen band since it.
I don't think he would have done it if anyone else asked. I'd like to think so, anyway.
Wow.
Oh, when's the tickets going on sale for Floyd?
They are on sale already.
Oh, they're on now, right?
Livestockuk.com.
Wonderful. I should be booking my ticket.
Brooklyn, use this for your resume that you were on a live podcast show. I am aching everywhere. I've been dancing.
I've seen the video
in a club.
I'm not surprised.
For years, right? But never 5 days in a row. They pushed me and pulled me and squished me, and I was so nervous. And the thing I didn't realize that when you're just dancing casually, you dance, right? Maria, take care. And I know you got to go. But what you got to do when you're dancing professionally is count the steps, count the beat, I didn't know about any of this. Brooklyn is a cheerleader, and she said, "Gary, you know about counting the steps." So thank you very much for that, Brooklyn. Now I know. You have to count the steps. So if I'd let go of my my partner, she would have fell off the stage. So I'm going to try my best to lead out the show with what I did. Let's hope that the sound works and everything works. So here we go. Have a lovely weekend, everyone, and I hope this works.
Gary and Tanya.
Just so you know, he did the time before this. This was my second dance. The first one, I was the judge's favorite. He's going to say it. There you go.
One of Omar's favorites. Well, we'll see if that's changed now. Gary and Tanya.
Can you hear that, Paul?
Yeah.
Who's the other person?
A lovely lady, Tanya. Choreographer. Right, yeah. Well, I love the fun.
Oops, sound's gone.
Where's the music?
The sound disappeared.
No audio, Gary. Fantastic.
I have to head out, but bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
See ya.
I think if you want to watch the full length of that, I'll put it on Loving Local. But there you go. Have a lovely weekend, everyone, and make a difference. Absolutely. Well done, all the